So if you are subscribed to the channel, you may have been expecting a on-ride POV of the top star superstar that is at Exeter Winter Wonderland, since I released an off-ride video of that yesterday. Now, today was supposed to be an upload of the on-ride of that particular machine, but I am unable to do that because of issues I've been having with this camera, which is my GoPro Hero 7, which is what I used to film all of my on-ride POVs on. Now, the main reason I'm doing this is to show GoPro exactly what is happening with this camera, and I will be including this in an email to them, and it's mainly just to go and source answers from other people as to why this could be happening. And the other minor reason is just, this is kind of just for filler, just to fill the void of what would have been here. And I am going to include footage of the on-ride POV that I was supposed to be uploading, but it will also show why I'm not uploading that as well. So this has kind of happened on 3 occasions, because Exeter Winter Wonderland was the 3rd occasion where this happened. Where this thing would happen where I would be recording footage on the camera, and then all of a sudden the screen goes completely black. It doesn't go off, it just lights up with just a black picture, as seen here. Basically what I've tried to do is film the camera while it's filming, to show exactly what is going on, to show the screen going blank. But every time I would try and go and do that, it just wouldn't happen. And for some reason, when I went to go and do it again, without filming it and thinking that the camera's working perfectly fine, it goes and just does it again. So I'm going to show a bit of footage to show exactly what happens while this does happen. So this was the on-ride POV of the top star at Exeter Winter Wonderland, which was supposed to be uploaded today. Now, the video seems to be going fine. It does get a little bit jerky, which is a bit unusual, but then this happened. The picture freezes, and then it just starts recording audio all of a sudden throughout the rest of the file. And the point where it freezes happens a few seconds after the screen goes to complete black. And I tried restarting the camera and tried filming again, but the same thing was happening there as well. And I tried doing it for a second time, and when I tried to get an on-ride POV on the top star for a second time, it just happened again, and spent the rest of the 4.5 minutes, I think it was, just recording audio with a blank frame. Now, a couple of facts I do want to point out. There are some things that I have tried doing. So I have tried different SD cards, micro SD. I have tried different batteries in it, and this has also happened while it's got a genuine GoPro battery in it. And this camera does have the latest firmware available for it. I've tried checking the app for firmware updates, but every time it would say the firmware is up to date. I would try looking and searching for firmware updates, but it says it's up to date. Now, if anybody does have any answers as to why this is happening with the GoPro Hero 7, I would be greatly appreciated. And if there are any solutions to stop this from happening in the future, would be grateful. If you do know of someone, or GoPro, if you are watching this, please get back to me with any solutions that could prevent this from happening in the future, because I don't want to end up having to go on a ride and the same thing happens where I just end up with nothing but a frozen frame with nothing but audio. Because at the stage, given how the cost of living is going, even though some showmen do let me on the rides because of the publicity I do help give them, and some of the relationship I do have with showmen, this is I don't want this to be a thing. Let's say, for example, I pay £9 to go on something like Olympia Looping at Hyde Park Winter Wonderland, and then I come off and go on it a second time, and the same thing just happens again over and over. So I think that's just about all I can touch up on for this topic. So tomorrow I will still be continuing with the Exeter Winter Wonderland videos. Then later on will be the November 2022 instalment of This Month in UK Fun Fairs. Then it will be the Bristol Winter Wonderland videos. I've only really got a couple of them in the end. And then I'm going to try and get to Newbury Racecourse, because it's a new event and I do want to go and check it out and give it support a brand new event. But I think that's all I can touch up on. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you later.